Hi guys, so here is the SBC most of us have been asking for with regards to a flashback. So David Luiz, he wasn't a CDM, he's a centre back, but you know what? I think he's going to be, one of these players that's an absolute beast, and I think a lot of us will be doing him. You can tell that a lot of us are, just filling in the SBCs already. All the prices going up for the kind of 85s to 90 rated players. You look at Courtois, I think he's around 73,000 coins. He was 58 before this came out the other day. So everything is rising. It's easy to make coin at the moment. I think that's why, they're going up because of this SBC. So, 89 rated David Luiz. Is he the best defender in the game? Let's have a look at the stats. So I've chosen two of the behemoths of the game, Sergio Ramos and Paolo Maldini. How does he stack up? Now, at first look, you're seeing, his in-game stats are 241 better than Maldini, 144 better than Ramos. He must be a god. He must be a god. But we'll have a look in more detail. I think it's kind of a little bit more balanced than you think, but we'll have a quick look. Looking at height, compared to these two, slightly taller, 6'2", 2 inches taller than Maldini, 1 inch taller than Ramos. With regards to the weak foot and the skills, again, very, very happy with 3-star, medium work rate for both defensive and attacking work rate. So again, very, very good for a defender. You're not looking for 5-star skills. If you gave them to us, we'd take them. But again, not something we will be doing with our centre backs. Looking at price again, he is the cheapest, 1.6 million cheaper than Maldini. Again, you're going to argue that he is tradable, but again, 1.6 million cheaper, 150,000 cheaper than Ramos. And that is not taking into account what you could get back from the packs. We've got the moment icons at the moment. If you pack one of those, you will be laughing to the bank. So anyway, without further ado, let's have a look in a little bit more detail with regards to the stats. So shooting, this eats up a lot of the positive that he has on Maldini. So 241, he is, 241 in-game stats, he's better than Maldini. 125 come under shooting alone. 62 against Ramos comes under shooting alone. So, looking at those stats, massive. He's, for this, penalties, awesome. Finishing, pretty decent. Shot power, 89. So again, he can take a few shots from long range. If you hold him on the edge of the penalty box when we have corners, you're bound to get one or two lucky deflections or a goal. So again, just on that shooting basis alone, half of the bonus on Maldini is there. So, when I was saying 241 in-game stats better, that is, one of those things. And again, shooting, is it that important to a defender? Possibly not the most important stat. But again, he has that on top, so it's always a benefit. Looking at dribbling, now again, he comes out on top against these two again. Not a massive difference on these. 14 in-game stats better than Ramos. 19 better than Maldini. Again, not going to be going on mazy runs too often with David Luiz, Maldini or Ramos, but again, nice to have. Ball control up at 90, very, very solid. Reactions 85. Maldini is at 95 for this, but again, slap on the right chem and he will be up there as well. So, passing, how does he stack up against these? Again, 81 rated compared to 75 and 73. Again, this eats up a lot of the bonus here. So 104 on Maldini, 54 on Ramos. We're looking at kind of a balance now of around, the 240 that we've already lost. I think it's about 230-ish. So again, that's the majority of them. But again, that tells you something that he must be around the same for the others. So passing 81, 84 free kick accuracy, not bad for a defender. So, I wouldn't be taking free kicks with him, but again, he's not a bad free kick taker. Short passing, non-passing, both 85, not bad stats again, so you shouldn't have any problems passing out of defence with him. Going on, we've got pace. Now again, this is something where Maldini steals the show, 85 and 86 rated, but again, I think with regards to this, stick on a shadow chem, he goes up to around 90 odd for pace as well. I think it's around 92 acceleration and sprint speed, roughly, give or take. So again, that is a rapid defender. With regards to Ramos, only 76 rated, so he is losing 15 of his stats against him. But again, this is a very, very fast defender. Bearing in mind, Ramos is one of those players that everyone has in his team. Apart from the Team of the Year, Ramos, he is probably in the top 5 fastest players for pace as a centre-back. So again, he stacks up pretty well against the best here. Physicality, again, comes out on top. Jumping, slightly less than Ramos. Stamina, this is probably one of his only letdowns, but again, I expect him to not be doing too much running, so he should be able to last the game without any problems whatsoever. Strength and aggression, he is by hands down so much better than these two. And again, he comes out on top, 22 here, better than Maldini, 4 better than Ramos. So again, matching these two, pace pound for pound, absolutely awesome. Defending, now this is probably one of the most critical stats for a defender. This is where we're going to look. And how does he fare? Now, against the legend Maldini, he's a little bit lower than him. You look at some of the stats, marking slightly lower, slide tackling slightly lower, But again, I think he holds his own against Sergio Ramos. And again, this is a man of the match, not the regular one. This is a man of the match. So I've chosen one that's slightly better just to try and prove how good he really is. So, slightly worse on the heading accuracy than Ramos. But again, everything else, kind of pound for pound. Again, stick on the right chem, and he will pretty much match these two. If you stick on, what one is it? Not the shadow, the other defensive one, he will end up having 99.5 of these stats. So again, it's going to be wasted on Maldini. So for that respect, I think, he will match these pound for pound again. Carrying on, let's have a look at the SBCs then. So we're looking at these. This is what it is to complete. Bear with me a second. So we've got to complete these to get hold of him. Let me move me out of the way. So we have Chelsea. Players from Chelsea, 1 squad rating minimum 84, team chem 80. Expected return, I would say around 20k from a mega pack. Fingers crossed you'll get a few 84s in there. They are very, very inflated at the moment. So this is going to cost you about 85. So altogether it's going to cost you about 65k. Going on to the next one, you've got the Premier League. You need 2 Premier League players in form of 1. And then you've got to get an 84 rated team again. So again, this is probably going to cost you around 100,000 coins. You're getting a Prime Gold Players Pack. Again, if you get lucky, you will be laughing with this. You're going to get 6 rare gold cards. This gave back to me about 8k. Now, you could be looking at a lot more if you get 84s, 85s, or 86 cards. You'll be looking at probably around 40 or 50k to return this. I got 8k for this one, so I'm just putting in how much I got. Then the SBC for the last one, Brazil. This is probably the most expensive, so 145k, 85 rated. You're probably looking at around 140, 150k, depending on the market at the moment. I got a return around 30 to 40k, so therefore, again, not a bad return there. So all in all, what do I think of him as a player? I've had a few games with him now. I really like him as a player. I think that, for the price, he is up there with the best. He's kind of one of these end game players. With regards to the defence, I've linked him up with the road to the final Virgil van Dijk, and I've put in De Gea in goal. On the right of the defence, I have the Dani Alves, flashback Dani Alves. We've got 2 flashbacks together. So again, he has massively good links. In the midfield, we've got Pogba in front of him. So again, all in all for me, he is well worth doing, and he stacks up against some of the best centre-backs in the game. As I said, I'm not expecting him to stack up against the Team of the Year. They're going to be like, 1.5, 2 million coins. And against the other 2 here, these are 2 for me, 2 of the best defenders outside of the Team of the Year players. So as far as I'm concerned, he is one of the best defenders in the game. He is well worth doing. For me, I've done him. I think he's fantastic. I would say to you, if you're thinking about it, do it. He will be one of those players that you will, enjoy playing with. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this has helped you make up your mind. If it has, give me a follow on Twitter. Give me a follow on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. When I'm streaming, we're going to go through a load of other stuff. Got some custom tactics coming up. Got some other stuff that's coming up just to show how well we've been doing recently. And yeah, guys, if you do want to join my Discord, send me a message and I will get you involved in that as well. I hope this video has been useful. If it has, please leave a comment. Let me know what you got from the packs. Tweet me your packs. And yeah, I am loving the player, and I hope you enjoy him too. So guys, until the next vid, peace out, keep it real, keep scoring goals, have fun with FIFA, and let's go.